Today we're going to be talking just a little bit more about pemmican. Thanks for joining us today on Exploring the 18th Century with James Townsend and Son. Well, guess what? Zinka's back. In a comment to the first pemmican video, she writes, Plains pemmican, the kind that my Hidatsa adopted family makes, was made with leaf fat and marrow and dried and pounded into powder cattail roots, buffalo berries, June berries, and usually bison in this area, or elk and deer. Sometimes, when times were lean, old horses and dog meat were used as well. Thank you, Zinka, for commenting on the pemmican videos. It does bring out another point that we haven't mentioned yet, and that is that the pemmican that we are presenting in the cooking video series is specifically a Red River region pemmican that was developed in the late 18th century and in the 19th century, commercialized and sold to the Northwest Company and the Hudson Bay Company specifically. And it's a very simple pemmican made for that fur trade, basically. But there are many different kinds of pemmican for the different Native American groups all throughout North America, and each one of those groups had different kinds of recipes. They used different sorts of meats that were available to them. They used different kinds of fats. They definitely added different sorts of berries and other ingredients depending on what they had available to them and what they needed this pemmican to do for them. So there are many different varieties, and we've just presented one very simple variety. So in addition to Zinka's wonderful variation of pemmican, Bob Spencer writes a great section or great comment in the pemmican video, and he says that there's a great discussion of pemmican in David Thompson's narrative of his explorations of Western America, 1784 to 1812. And in that, there is a very long and very descriptive section about what their pemmican was like and the variations in that they didn't use rawhide bags, but the bags actually still had the hair on them, and some other variations in exactly how the pemmican was made. So there's so much great pemmican information out there. Really want to thank Bob for giving us that. Make sure to check out his comment here. It's very long and very descriptive, and maybe we'll get a chance to dig into that book. That one's not a free book that we could find, but this looks really good. This weekend, we're going to be at Mississinewa 1812 down in Marion, Indiana. If you've got a chance and you're in the area, make sure to come by and see us. If you've got questions, whether it's related to our 18th century cooking series, the 18th century in general, to James Townsend and Son and our products, any of those kinds of questions, I would love to hear. Make sure to give us your questions in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, you can see our website and request a print catalog. I want to thank you for joining us today as we explore the 18th century.